Now I'm going to talk about the stomata. Now the stomata is these little openings mainly found at the bottom of the leaf, sometimes found on the top, but mainly at the bottom. If you had too many stomatas on the top, that's where the sunlight is hitting. Water vapor is coming out, and that's going to just cause excessive water loss. You're just going to evaporate the water too quickly. So you want it mainly at the bottom to cool the plant down. Also at the bottom of the leaf, there's a reduced air movement. So less of the water is just going to quickly get moved away. Now, you're going to get through this in transpiration later on, but if you move the water too quickly, then more water is going to leave the plant. Then that gets more water has to keep leaving the plant. So what you want is the air to be saturated, filled with water at the bottom of the leaf. And that will prevent transpiration happening excessively and you losing too much water. Now, the stomata is controlled by the guard cells. So these openings will control the opening of the stomata. Now, what you do notice is the cell wall right over here of the stomata is usually thicker. That just helps with the actual mechanics of opening and closing. So during the daytime, what happens is they have some chloroplasts which are activated due to the light, and that causes them to absorb water. So you can see as the light hits them, okay, they take in the water and they kind of like swell up. And when they swell up, the stomata begins to open. Now, why do you want the stomata to open? Well, you need gases to come in. You need that carbon dioxide so you could change that CO2 into actual glucose. And during the nighttime, when the chloroplasts are not stimulated by light, they allow the water to leave and they'll become what we call flaccid. So they kind of like shrivel up, shut down, and the stomata will close up. Now, that means that photosynthesis is not going to be able to occur because you're not getting gases in. But also, if you're not got any sunlight, so why do you need to photosynthesize at night? You don't want the stomata to be open because you're going to just keep on losing water. You're not going to be photosynthesizing. It's just going to be a big mess. Now, we do think that the chloroplasts are activated by the sunlight, but the stomata is also controlled by the humidity, so how much water vapor is in the air, temperature, carbon dioxide levels. So if the carbon dioxide levels is low, the stomata is also going to shut down. But we're still a bit confused exactly how this stomata is opening and closing. We know it's about the guard cells, but we just don't know how they are exactly getting stimulated. Now, we don't want the plant to lose excessive water. The roots could get dehydrated and, if you got continuously water escaping. So it's really important you open when there's daylight, when you could take that H2O, the CO2 and turn it into glucose. And when it's nighttime, no light, no photosynthesis, let's shut it down. Let's save the water in the ground for a later day.